Hey guys, how's it going? MegaLugia here, bringing you another competitive guide, this time focused around Mega Medicham. Now, I'm going to be going through all the ORS Megas that we have right now, and giving them an in-depth guide on their viable movesets, and some maybe other considered gimmicky movesets, but can still put in the work and 6-0 your opponent's team. Now, if this sounds like something you'd be excited about and something you're hyped about, it'd be dope if you gave this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any other future lists coming soon on the channel. Now, I do want to say that by no means am I the best competitive battler out there, but I do feel like I have good experience in what I'm doing, so you can take my advice or you don't have to. It's really up to you. Hopefully the plan is you learn something cool from this, or you just refresh your memory on something you might have forgotten. Now, with all that out the way, let's hop into the guide for Mega Medicham. So starting off with the basics, Mega Medicham is both psychic and fighting type, so it gives it a lot of coverage of super effective hits. Offensively, it is super effective against steel, dark, normal, ice and rock, poison and fighting, so a big coverage there, which is ideal for a powerhouse like Mega Medicham. Defensively, it is weak against flying, fairy and ghost type. It misses out on the dark and bug weakness because of the fighting typing. Offensively, it's also resisted by psychic, bug, fairy and flying. And defensively, it can take hits from fighting and rock, so pretty ideal there. A lot of weaknesses, not a lot of weaknesses, but a lot of super effective hits from Mega Medicham. Also, because of its psychic typing, dark Pokemon are immune to its psychic type hits, and because of its fighting typing, ghost Pokemon are immune to its fighting type hits. So looking at Mega Medicham's stats, it has 100 base attack and 100 base speed, and you may be like, oh, why is this thing so good? That 100 base attack actually turns into 150 because of its ability Pure Power, which essentially doubles its attack. And the 100 base speed isn't that fast, but we can work around it, especially with the team options, and the 80 on the defenses is some decent bulk. So most of the time you want to run max speed, max attack for Mega Medicham. It's up to you whether you want to run a boosting attack nature like Adamant or boosting speed nature like Jolly. It's really up to you. If you think those few lack of outspeeds can be making up because of the power and the force you're going to be hitting with your attacks, then run Adamant, but it's really up to you and the rest of your team. Also, there is potential to run max HP, max attack if you want a more bulkier spread. It can work in certain situations, but we'll go more over that in the team makeup and the sets you're going to be running. It does have the highest attack stat in OU because of the Pure Power ability. It goes to crazy high levels. It's a crazy powerful wall breaker if you couldn't already tell. Its best move, high jump kick, does have 90% accuracy, and also if you do miss, you're going to be losing 50% of your HP, so that is something to be taken into consideration, and yeah, it does have its risks. Also, you got to be wary of Protect, like if Ferrothorn or Gliscor or any other walls are going to be running Protect, you want to be able to scout for that, because if you do high jump kick into that and they Protect, you're going to be throwing away 50% of your HP, so always keep that in mind. So the first set we're going to take a look at is an all-out attack set. It's pretty basic from Mega Medicham, so Fake Out is, I think, an essential move because it does do good damage because of your crazy high attack stat. It lets you get that Mega Evolution off for free, basically, in the first turn, because you go from 80 base speed to 100 base speed, so your speed increases. It also sometimes can be a turn of free damage, so who doesn't like free damage, right? High jump kick's gonna be your second move. You have to run this. It's 130 base power on top of stab. It's just, you need to run it for Mega Medicham. Now, third, you can go for either Zen Headbutt or Psycho Cut. Zen Headbutt is 80 base power with 90% accuracy, but does have that 20% chance to flinch. Psycho Cut is 70 base power with 100% accuracy and has a high crit ratio, so you can weigh up the options and see which ones you're more comfortable with. And for the fourth move, you can go with Ice Punch, which is good for 4x super effective mons like Landorus, Garchomp, or Gliscor, and Thunder Punch for regular Gyarados, which is 4x super effective, and Bullet Punch for that last bit of priority if you need to pick something off like Weavile or Mega Diancie. So this second set is kind of going to be a setup sweeper. I say kind of. So first move, you're going to either want to go for Fake Out or Substitute. You usually run Fake Out if you want to get initiative when you Mega Evolve, get a little bit of damage, or just have that priority. Now, a lot of times opponents will switch out into a Garchomp with rough skin Rocky Helmet, so you take a lot of damage from that Fake Out, or into a Landorus with Intimidate, so it essentially does nothing. Now, if they do that, you can choose to run Substitute instead, so if you predict what they're going to do, now you're behind a sub, and you guaranteed to get one powerful hit off. For the second move, since this is a setup sweeper set, kind of, you run Bulk Up or Power Up Punch. Bulk Up gives you that +1 defense and +1 attack, so you're overall tankier and hit harder. But you can choose to run Power Up Punch if you want to get damage while at the same time getting your attack up. It's essentially up to you which one you choose. Third move, you're going to go for either Zen Headbutt or Psycho Cut because it is stab and you need some kind of psychic coverage on this set. And for the fourth move, you can go for Drain Punch. What that does is it lets you recover HP after each hit, so if you want some longevity, since you're going to be setting up substitutes and bulk ups, you can run Drain Punch. Or you can go for Ice Punch if you want to get little Landorises and Garchomps, or Bullet Punch if you just need that priority if you're not behind a sub and need that raw damage. So for this third set, I like to call it the Taker of Lives, and is obviously the most gimmicky out of all the three. Now as soon as you look at it, you're like, what the F am I running? But let me explain. So the first move is Substitute. Now Substitute still has the same reasoning behind why I explained it before. You predict a switch out, you go behind a sub, all that good stuff. Second move, either Focus Punch or High Jump Kick. So if you're feeling real and you want to go all in, you run Focus Punch because Focus Punch has 150 base power, but how it works is it doesn't go off unless you take no damage during that turn. So either you're behind a sub or you predict him and the Focus Punch goes off. You can choose to run a High Jump Kick, which is also crazy power, but does have that chance to miss and that 50% recoil if you miss, so it's up to you which one you choose. Excuse me, getting all worked up because of this crazy set. Anyway, so third move is going to be either Baton Pass or Foresight, because as you see here, we're only running fighting type moves, so if you run into a ghost type, it can be a bit of a problem. So if you choose to run Foresight, now you can hit through that ghost typing and just deal crazy damage. Baton Pass, if there are mons that Mega Medicham can't handle on your opponent's team, you go for Baton Pass while you're behind a sub. Now your Pokemon that can handle them is behind a sub and they're guaranteed to get that hit off. Now the fourth move is Acupressure. If we're going gimmicky, we go all in, we go big. So what Acupressure does, it gives you +2 randomly to any of your stats. There's no real drawback like Moody for example. So if you get +2 speed and +2 attack, like I'm sorry, it's game over. There's nothing that's gonna handle you. So Acupressure can come in handy, and obviously the set is gimmicky, so it has to be run in the right situation. And yeah, it's up to you if you're a baller and you go in with this set. And just running through some quick damage calcs here, as we see here, High Jump Kick, 2-hit KOs, Jirachi, Defensive Scizor, 2 of the most defensive walls in the tier, Hippowdon and Skarmory, Latias, the bulkier of the Lati twins, Azumarill, which obviously resistant, and Rotom, which has a chance to OHKO, which actually blows my mind. And for Zen Headbutt, there we go, Chansey, yes, Chansey's 2-hit KO'd, obviously it's OHKO'd by High Jump Kick, Clefable, Gyarados, Azumarill, Manaphy, and Mega Venusaur, which does have a chance to OHKO. Also, some of the Ice Punch OHKOs that it picks up are Gliscor, Garchomp, Landorus, Dragonite, Serperior, and Mega Altaria. Now, if you're going to choose to run that setup sweeper set that I mentioned, if you're at +2 bulk up, like obviously +2 defense, you can survive a Talonflame's Great Bird. You know, it 2-hit KOs you. Azumarill's Play Rough, 2-hit KO. Mega Latias' Side Shock is a 3-hit KO, not regular Latias, Mega Latias, and a Hoopa's Hyperspace Fury is a 2-hit KO. That sounds crazy to me, but it actually works. I did the damage calcs. It's a thing. Now we're going to look at some of the checks and counters to Mega Medicham. Obviously Gengar being ghost typing, immune to your High Jump Kick, so if they predict you right and you High Jump Kick, you're going to take a lot of that damage. Slowbro, 180 defense and resistant to both your stabs, so that's a major problem you want to take care of before you start wrecking house with Mega Medicham. Talonflame can easily revenge kill you with Brave Bird unless you're at +2 bulk up. Mew, also same story as makes Slowbro, resistant to both your stabs and can burn you back with a Will-O-Wisp, so you want to take care of that. Tornadus can take one of your hits, and then if it hits its Hurricane, can destroy you. And Mega Sableye, the hard counter because it's immune to both your Zen Headbutt and your High Jump Kick, and it can burn you back and it can just recover stall you, so make sure this thing is gone before you unleash with Mega Medicham. So now for some good teammates to help your Mega Medicham shine, you're going to have Raikou, which can deal with regular Gyarados and Intimidate, which affects obviously your Mega Medicham. Lando, which is a pretty good check to Talonflame with Intimidate, Rocky Helmet. It can also deal with the Tornadus. It can knock off the Mew, knock off the Landorus, not Landorus, knock off the Gengar, and it can U-turn on the Slowbro. Sylveon's Hyper Voice does a lot of damage to Mega Sableye, especially if it's choice specs. You have Weavile, which is all around great mon. It's never bad to have a Weavile on your team. It can deal with the Gengar, with the Mew, Icicle Crash, the Tornadus. You have Rotom and Tornadus, which are also, you know, pretty decent soft checks to Talonflame and can deal with the Mega Slowbro and the Tornadus. And you have Clefable because you need another way to get rid of Mega Sableye, and Clefable just does that. And there's my guide on Mega Medicham, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope that some of the sets, you know, maybe caught you off guard. You learned something new that you want to try out. Hopefully, you know, maybe I'll go in Showdown and see someone running an Acupressure Mega Medicham on me, and honestly, that will make my day and just make me beyond happy. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Again, if you liked what you see and you want to see more of this, it'd be dope if you gave this video a thumbs up. That'd be awesome. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any other future guides coming out in the future. Anyway, other than that, I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks for watching. MegaLugia here, checking out. Peace!